Hey Clashers, a lot of players would say that queen charges are really weak on Town Hall 17. And to be honest, I would have agreed most of the time as well. But I played a little bit more queen charges over the last couple of days and oh boy, I was wrong. Queen charges can be actually really good if you follow a couple of steps. So we will start things off with the clan war attack because I can way easier to explain what you have to look out for. And then we're diving into some legend attacks to really showcase this strategy versus whatever the game is going to throw at me. But first things first, the majority, the biggest difference here for the queen charge strategy is that you should avoid two types of defenses. The first one being the town hall, the second one, the fire spitters. Because fire spitters have piercing shots, so they're going to hit your healers behind the queen. And on top of that, with the town hall, it's kind of the same deal. Because those fire, explosion, lava shots, whatever you want to name them, it's going to hit your queen and your healers, which is never a good thing. But if you can avoid those two defenses, you're good to go. Your number one priority is always to take down the clan castle troops. And with that, we're going to dive in from the top side. As soon as that compartment is cleared, we're going to have then regular miners, hybrid, go into the scatter and then into the core, because we have funneled this side, like this far right side, with our king and our siege barracks. Easy as that, right? Let me show you why I think it's actually really strong. And the big advantage for the queen charge compared to pretty much any other hero charge really is the frozen arrow equipment. On top of that as well, you have now Sneezy, which is a great addition for any queen charge because you're safe versus black mines versus Sneezy itself. And on top of that as well, you can trigger red mines with the boogers getting spawned by Sneezy. But let's get things started. On the top side, we're going to have the Tesloon, healers, everything in there. And she should eventually take down this entire section. We're going to wall break her in so she can reach that monolith, which obviously is the downside compared to the Royal Champion charge and to the Warden charge. But for now, things look good. The funnel should be set, so we can wall break that in from the top side, just like that, getting the wall break in. We can use another Tesloon if we want to. But as soon as we have gotten then the clan castle, again, the troops out of there, we're good to go then to start with our next phase, which is then king and as well the siege barracks for this right compartment. As soon as the queen is taking too much damage, we're just going to rage her up. That would be then amazing and helpful, so let's just do it right now. Ooh, okay, she's losing her ability because I'm really slow with my reaction. But that's fine, we got there. Getting the monolith out, that's nice. Now as well the wall break. It's the triple ice golem clan castle. If there's a furnace in there, just make sure that you're using the poison on that. And now we're having the king and the siege barracks right here to break in there, and then have the hybrid getting into the compartment, and then we'll find eventually pretty much into that town hall compartment. That's what we're trying to achieve at least. So for now, things look good. The snake bracelet is an amazing combination if you're having an outside king. Otherwise, I would not really recommend that equipment, to be honest. As soon as we're on the expo, we can use the spiky ball, just like that, for some extra funneling. Now the hybrid in here. Just like this. Hogs in here. You can use a test room, by the way, at the top side if we want to. And then we use the headhunter as well, because why not? Oh, queen. She can go down, actually. Let's just use the warning ability. Rage. You can use the heal. Queen going down, as I said, doesn't really matter because this hybrid power is going to smash everything now. Really easy. Really overpowering. Take a look at that. They're just going through all of this like it's nothing. Another heal. We can use the rage. We still have the Royal Champion ability. We have so many things left. Take a look at this. We can just distract the backhand if we want to. And this base is gone, right? Imagine now if I would not have tried to break everything down and would have kept the queen alive. That would have been an even bigger overkill. I mean, that is just ridiculous. Having all of the hybrid troops left on the back end, the Royal Champion with their ability, a rage, a freeze to swag. I mean, you should not underestimate how strong this can still be with the queen charges if you're following a couple of really key steps, like avoiding some of those defenses. I would say we're diving now into some legend attacks because obviously you could say now, oh yeah, this base, by the way, was perfect for a queen charge. I could understand that. Completely fine if you have that opinion. That's why we're going to go into legend to attack some more different bases. Let's go. Okay, what are the legend gods throwing at us? And oh my, this looks evil. This thing looks evil. How do we even trigger that? We have an invisible skeleton, but we need to somehow work our way around that. And the clan cast is so far in the core. Oh my gosh. Okay, how do we do this? Hook tower. is roughly the same range as the clan castle, which is not good for us. Now, what I could do, possibly, we could try... I have an idea, I think. Let's start with the queen right here. She's supposed to walk this entire distance. Like, get into this compartment here. And then do her thing, pretty much. There again, if you would get that mortar, that would be incredible, by the way. Because then the queen is going to backtrack. That will be, yep. And she is actually doing that. Perfect. So we're then going to enter the wall break. Okay, that wall break works, I guess. Test loon. Want to make sure that we're having our healer staying alive, right? Next wall break. Okay, and with that, the queen can enter and leave again. Now let's get everything right on the top side, like this. Oh, queen, queen, queen. Rage, rage, rage. Yep, she's fine. Now let's have this. Oh, let's wall break in here. Some clan castle troops are coming. Oh, because of the boogers. That's actually good for us. Nice, nice. And now let's start with a hybrid, right? Start with that hybrid. Just like that. Box in. We're going to freeze that. We'll use the queen ability. Raise this up. And then everything is going to go mayhem. This will be now the most chaotic thing ever. Wait, did one... Wait. Did one of those annoying healing thingies, whatever, went onto my healers? That would be evil. That would be really evil. Just saying, by the way. Let's use the rage. Let's use the heal. Because if we get through that core, it's GG. Like, it's done, right? So let's use the ability. Diggy was hooked. Okay. Queen is still alive. I feel like this is more a showcase about... this is more a showcase about the fact that hybrid might be not the best thing, but queen shot... I mean, the queen got the entire flank, right? That was amazing. And the backhand cannot stop her because, well, to be completely open, like, with the frozen arrow, like, it's super easy and simple. But, yeah, this was more about, like, the hybrid maybe not being the best to deal with those cores, but it worked still. I mean, that's the impressive part, right? Like, it still worked. And that's really the cool thing. Like, a queen charge is still so good, but it's not as easy to control. That's, like, the big downside compared to the other charges. But let's just do one more attack, and then I will share a little bit of my conclusion about where I would rank personally right now queen charges. And to really make sure that it can break down everything for you so you understand the basics of the queen charge, which is just so much different to compare to the old queen charges we have, pretty much where you always went for the town hall, and now you're typically trying to avoid the town hall as much as possible. For this one, we're avoiding the fire spitters with just going to one of the fire spitters compartments. And then we're avoiding the town hall because, well, that's in the core, right? So we just have to get the hybrid going as soon as the queen is getting close. That's the overall concept of this attack. As well, making sure that we have the clan castle getting lured because we're getting in range of that. And just the fact of this frozen arrow. The frozen arrow, in my opinion, is just one of the biggest advantages the queen charge has over other things. But as well, let's get into, like, let's get it clear before people are getting confused. Queen charge is for sure still the weakest out of the Warden and the Royal Champion charge, but as well the most situational. Because if there is a good compartment, like in the first base, or like in this base, for example, where you have a clear entrance with the Queen charge and is not running into danger of the Town Hall or running into any danger pretty much whatsoever, the Queen charge is just such a powerful tool. So I would say this strategy overall is really good for a clan war where you can plan out attacks, but at the same time as well having the biggest weakness of hook towers. We have just seen the hook tower has forced us in the second attack into like a complete different direction we would have not liked to enter from, and this can be as well a really big downside. So this is something you should be aware of. So I would say personally it is not the best strategy for legends. For us right now, we're trying to still overcome this with doing those legend attacks. But having the hybrid now entering from this top right side, we have the queen creating the pathing, creating the funneling. And again, another big difference here is that with the Royal Champion charge, you need the recall or the revive. With the Warden charge, you typically cannot use hybrid or such because the Warden itself is such an important tool for your next push. So there's always like the big difference here. But for us, Queen went down because the healers transitioned over. The cool thing about those core town hall bases with the rocket spear, if you have that on your Royal Champion, you can just pop her and make sure that the rocket spear is hitting the town hall. With that, you don't have any issues. As well, I was surprised about how strong hybrid still is. considering that it's not getting used that much, but it still has a lot of power of pushing through backends of bases like this. So long story short, I think, to summarize it, queen charges are stronger than what people are thinking. It is really situational, but at the same time, it is not as bad as people are pretending it to be. But I can fully understand with these strong options we have with the Warden charge and Royal Champion charge, why it's not getting used that much. But everyone who enjoys queen charges, and pretty much since the beginning, let's put it that way, you can still play it for sure. Just form your army around it. I use just hybrid because of the good old times, right? I would not say it's like the strongest queen charge switch or anything like that, but you can clearly see we get quite a big and nice overkill here with having 3 heroes alive and plenty of hybrid troops as well. So it is for sure quite a strong option. Give it a try if you want to. I will have this version of the Queen Charge Hybrid linked down below the description. And let me know what you think about it. Do you think it's really as bad as you were thinking? Or maybe would you say, yeah, it's maybe not as bad as everyone pretends it. But either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you guys back tomorrow with the next class video. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.